Big Ten East Championship football Saturday night after the Fighting Jim Harbaughs for the first time since 2003 take down the criminal gangster cartel. The Ohio State University football team and win the Big Ten East Championship on their way to Indianapolis for their first outright Big Ten championship since 2003 on their way to the playoff in college football after the Fighting Jim Harbaughs and the Wolverines take down the 10-time defending Big Ten champions, 26-game winning streak in the conference, and the Fighting Jim Harbaughs and the Wolverines in Ann Arbor in a snowstorm take out the criminal gangster cartel in a dominating performance with 5 rushing touchdowns from Hassan Haskins, outdoing the great Al Bundy and his 4 touchdowns for Polk High School. Hassan Haskins runs for 5 touchdowns against the criminal gangster cartel. What an exciting game and a phenomenal end of the season for the Fighting Wolverines as they knock down the Ohio State Buckeyes, win the Big Ten East outright, and play for the Big Ten Championship in Indianapolis next Saturday night with all the lights shining on them to go to the playoff as we expect them at VINCENZO'S Gold Crypto Investing to beat down and take out the Big Ten West champions and a throttling next week in Indianapolis on their way to the playoffs for Jim Harbaugh and an outright Big Ten championship. And the Fighting Wolverines have announced themselves back on the playing field and as a national powerhouse, no longer as a little bitch boy to Ohio State as they shock the Ohio State University and take down the second-ranked Buckeyes in Ann Arbor in a dominating performance. That's one for the ages, and they rush the field in Ann Arbor as the crowd should for the first time since 1969 on taking the Buckeyes down, that the crowd rushes the field as is a huge victory in Ann Arbor. Touchdown, Michigan, right? And the coins now as we look real quick, as this was an exciting day, a lot of heavy drinking, a lot of celebrating and partying that has just begun on this very, very early evening as we won $360 on the Michigan Wolverines and the Fighting Jim Harbaughs. And we're going to spend lots of that money at the bar tonight celebrating the Big Ten East Championship and the Big Ten and the Fighting Wolverines taking down the criminal gangsters for the first time in a game that matters since 2003 and John Navarre winning the Big Ten title outright against the defending national championship Buckeyes. The Big Ten East champions do it today in Ann Arbor. Take down the 10-time defending Big Ten champions, the criminal gangster cartel. Just as the Bitcoin's been falling today, the coins are collapsing, things are moving, and everything's going, go blue, baby. Peace and love, peace and love.